Well, good afternoon and welcome to the Belconnen Basketball Stadium for the 2022 Premier League Grand Finals. Kicking off today is the Premier 2 Women's Grand Final, just about to come up between the Dodgers and the Vikings. We'll run through the starting teams very, very shortly. But it's great to have you company for what has been going to be a huge day. We've got Grand Finals all the way tonight, so it's going to get pretty exciting. The Vikings are being introduced now. And as I said, we will run through the stats that matter very, very soon. Davey J in the seat here, taking you through today's action up here in the commentary booth of what we said will be a huge day of basketball in and around the ACT. Decent crowd coming in early here for the early start, 1 p.m. Probably a little bit different and a little bit different for the players used to playing on a Thursday night, but having all Premier League Grand Finals this weekend. Certainly a great way to celebrate the season that we've just had here at Basketball ACT.
Number 15, Alice Dyer. Number 21, Elise Finney. Number 22, Penny Acampo. Number 33, Kylie Marino. And number 41, Emma Slater. All right, teams, you may meet in the middle, shake hands, and then continue warm up.
Well, before we get underway, Basketball ACT would like to acknowledge the traditional owners on which we play, on the grounds that we play today, and we would like to pay our respects to elders past, present, and emerging. It certainly is an exciting one. Tail of the tape, though, is an exciting one. It is 1v2 in the Premier 2 women's competition today, with the Dodgers finishing first and the Vikings finishing second. The Vikings had to go the long way around, and it is the Dodgers that have had the wood on them this year. In round 7, they were victors 69-37. In round 16, 61-37 winners. And in the first round of finals, a little bit closer, 51-50 to earn their spot in the grand final. As we mentioned, the Vikings had to go the long way, defeated the ANU Owls last week to make their way into the grand final. So it'll be an absolute classic. Vikings have been here a couple of times over the last few years and just unable to come away with the chocolates. So they'll be looking to try and change that. The Dodgers have proved a very formidable side this year. The Premier 1 team is in the grand final as well later on today at 5 p.m. It's a great contest, all scheduled a couple of minutes away from a tip-off here. A couple of players to watch for you during this game for the Tuggeranong Vikings. Tegan Kettles, the veteran, has been doing it well and doing a great job leading the team around, as well as young guns Grace Silverberg and Caitlin Preston. So I'll be looking forward to seeing them go in and above and beyond their above and beyond for the team today. As for the Dodgers, it is Belinda Turk, Karen Hill and Elise Finney who you'll need to keep an eye on. We'll know the starting five in a minute or two. As we get ready for the tip-off of the Prem 2 action here at Belconnen Basketball Stadium as part of the Basketball ACT's Premier League Grand Final weekend. Make sure you stick around for this game and the subsequent games. 3 p.m. it is the Prem 2 Men's Grand Final, 5 p.m. Prem 1 Women's, and at 7 p.m. it is the Prem 1 Men's, which will be an absolute classic as well, featuring the men's teams from both of these clubs. Both clubs very well represented in the Grand Finals this year. And as mentioned, a good crowd starting to build for this early game as our referees start to get ready. And we're underway here in the Prem 2 Women's Grand Final. It is the Dodgers who have come away with the tip. Thanks to Karen Hill. In one there. They're just out of bounds on the baseline there. The Vikings get possession. Just double checking and confirming the numbers of who is starting. Okay, for the Vikings, it is. As that one goes through the air. For the Vikings, number 6, Sophie Anderson, and number 11, Tegan Kettles, number 31, Lily Cunningham, number 43, Bailey Preston, and number 51, Grace Silverberg. For the Dodgers, it is number 1 is Karen Hill, number 7 is Belinda Turk, number 10 is Candice Ivers Duncan, number 22, Penny Toledo Ocampo, first points for the Dodgers there, and number 33, Kylie Garino. Dodgers on the board with a big 3 there to get the ball rolling for the minor premiers. Just bounces off the ring there. Good rebound by the number 21 for the Dodgers in Elise Finney. And just over the baseline again. Possession remains with the red team. Carino inbound to Candice Ivers Duncan. Trying to get that ball across the key. Unable to come away with it, but Sophie Anderson brings it down court for the Vikings. Plenty of speed, good crossover there. Kicks it out to the corner. Finds Kettles. Kettles shoots and scores. It's all locked up. Nice and early. Not taking their time. The Dodgers getting over the half court very quickly. Starting to move it around. Finney up high, good bounce pass inside to Turk. Turk kicks it out to Garino. Back to Finney off the glass. 2 points drop for the Dodgers. Take a small lead. Just 2 minutes gone in this one. Another good drive from Anderson there. Plenty of speed shown. Drives through, grabs the basket, and one will go to the line. Vikings already looking to their bench. Making no changes nice and quick. Number 1, Tori Hayes. Number 7, Caitlin Preston. And number 70, Michaela Turner. Anderson makes that one. All of a sudden, it's all locked up again. I dare say with the change of time and change of day, it'll take a little while for both teams to settle into their usual groove. Usually played on the Thursday night. Prem 2 competition here in the ACT. A little bit of adjustment needed as Turner brings it down over the half court, kicks it across court over to Anderson. Decides to stop, prop and shoot. Just a little bit short on that occasion, but able to get her own rebound. Get another look at it. Kick it around again to Turner. Turner inside to Kettles. Kettles just waiting. Hands it back to Anderson. Anderson drives. Throws it over to good position there. Tori Hayes almost gets the rebound, but does enough to retain possession for the Vikings. The referee's just double checking there. The shot clock is correct. 1 second on there. It's going to make it very difficult for the Vikings to get their shot up and their pass, especially with some good coverage, as we can see. But they find Anderson. Anderson props and shoots. Able to get it away in time, but just unsuccessful on that rush shot, and it's the Dodgers that come away with it. Doing a good job. Another good bounce pass inside. There's Finney looking to cut hard there through the key. Ball didn't find the target. And we get a foul called. This position for the baseline for the Dodgers. Garino holding the ball up, able to kick it across And a good shot there from Karen Hill. They'll just take a 1 point lead. Come away with possession off the steal. Just able to drive straight through the middle there, Belinda Turk. And add another 2 points. Defence will need to shore up. It looks like the Vikings are making a few changes already just to try and add some starch into the middle. Good shot from Anderson. She's had plenty of opportunities in this first 3.5 minutes of this grand final for the Vikings. Still inside to Turk. Turk just bringing it back out. And the inside again to Ivers Duncan. Off the glass, just unsuccessful. A good rebound from Caitlin Preston for the Vikings. Good double play and a good layup there with Turner finishing the great passing from Kettles. Only 1 point the difference now. Just over 5.5 remaining. Long bomb from outside for Finney. So the Vikings should come away with it. A pretty good start thus far for both teams. Big shot from downtown. Successful. Caitlin Preston with the big three. It's the Vikings up now by a couple of points over the Dodgers. Really bringing their A game to this grand final at Belconnen Basketball Stadium. Inside pass to Finney, just deflected. It's Anderson again off the pace. Good bounce pass, but a good stop there from Finney. Cycling back on defence, just denies Kettles. A couple of subs both ways. Penny Toledo Ocampo comes on in 22 for the Dodgers. And for the Vikings, 31 Lily Cunningham. And Bailey Preston back into the action. Both teams cycling through their subs pretty quickly. Pass around the top there. Just a little bit wayward. Cunningham good position for the rebound. Not on that occasion though. Does enough to get it back though for the Vikings. Skips it around again. Finds Kettles over on the wing. Decides to shoot and score. Tegan Kettles, she'll be out there for a little while, making sure the Vikings have their very best chance of overcoming the Dodgers. A shot from the elbow there, just a little bit short for Garino. There's Silverberg attacking the basket. Good job there, Gracie Silverberg. Been involved in the P2 women's team for the Vikings for the last couple of years. It's also made her way through the junior programs over the last couple of years as well, so big future for her on the court. Takes the first of the free throws. And the second as well. Maintain a bit of a lead now. It's just creeping up to about 7 points. 16-9 is the difference in favour of the Vikings. Dodgers working hard. 15 Elise Dyer coming on the last subs. Big three there, just wayward. A good rebound by Silverberg. She advances it to Kettles. Just moving around. Well, offensive foul called on the Vikings. Anderson after a quick break back into the action, giving Kettles a bit of a breather. Good sub for the Vikings. Toledo Ocampo back over to the wing to find Dyer. Dyer back around. And the top inside pass, great move, just blocked there. Just unable to get over. That's Violet Marriott in the 9 for the Dodgers. Vikings back into it. Inside to Cunningham. Cunningham to Anderson. Anderson drives through and scores. Great layup. She's been all business at the moment. In the first 7 minutes or so of this game. Lead stretches out to 18-9 in favour of the Vikings. Dodgers moving the ball around well. Inside again to Dyer. Dyer just unable to control it. Able to get it back though and hands off. With extra step there. Spotted by the referees. Vikings possession. Attempted a bounce pass there to Anderson, who's been cutting really hard to the basket for the Vikings. Key reasons why they're in front by so much. The Dodgers cut it off, decided to come back and hit hard. Check inside to Toledo Ocampo. And again, everything seems to be going the way of the Vikings at the moment. A couple of subs made by the Dodgers. Karen Hill back in the action. And also Emma Slater as well. Good matchup down there, Slater and Cunningham. In the paint, centres. And Silverberg looks to try and get past Toledo Ocampo. But kicks it back out to Cunningham. Cunningham had the option of the inside pass, but decides to kick to Anderson. Anderson shoots. Just a little short and a good rebound there by Toledo Ocampo. Outlet pass to Guarino. Just settling it down at the top of the key. Back to Toledo Ocampo. Decides to shoot over Silverberg, and that is way short. Slater is able to get the rebound, but denied by Cunningham. It's the Vikings off again. Great pass there from Anderson to Cunningham, just unable to convert the points. It's the Dodgers back at it. Through Hill. Hands off to Dyer. Dyer just waiting. Finds Guarino, decides to cut through the middle. And again, just unable to see it fall. Just across the hands there. The Vikings come away with it. Just over a minute and a half remaining in this first quarter. There's the Vikings with a healthy 9-point lead, 18-9 over the minor premiers. The Western Creek Woden Dodgers. They look to try and expand on that as Anderson drives again to the basket, just comes off the side of the rim. It's the Dodgers who come away with it through Hill. Hill finds Dyer. Dyer slowing it down a little bit, just waiting for the troops to arrive. Hill, a couple of good spin moves, a good step through. Good rebound and box out by Anderson as she puts on the afterburners. One too many players there. Skips through the hands of Silverberg. And over the head of Preston. It's the Dodgers who come away with possession with just over a minute. And we're looking to cut some of that deficit heading into the first break. So kicks it around Guarino. Guarino just holding it, looking for some help. Kicks it around to Slater. Slater moves it through, drives through. Good hard drive to the basket there. It's a foul call. We'll go to the line to open her account. First shot successful for Slater. Successful with the second as well. 18-11. Countdown to the final 45 seconds of this quarter. Is the Vikings in front by 7. Kettle's back in the action. In the 11, kicks around to Anderson. Anderson decides to drive it on the left through the middle. Again, just a little bit short. Certainly making plenty of room. There's a foul there. Called on the Vikings. Blocking foul, trying to get past. So they will go to the line. The bonus situation, second foul on Grace Silverberg. Unsuccessful there. Kylie Guarino. another opportunity though from the charity stripe. Sees that one fall. Just under 30 seconds remaining in this quarter. The Vikings want to finish on a high. Good drive there from Preston. Just unable to control the dribble. Comes off a hand of the Dodgers player, Slater. 16 seconds on the shot clock. To hustle. A few seconds of difference. Good pass. Inside to Torrey Hayes, outside Kettles. Big three. He kicks it up to 21-12. So we head into the first quarter. Almost successfully hit back the Dodgers, but it is a 9-point lead to the Vikings here at quarter time at the Belconnen Basketball Stadium in the Premier 2 Women's Grand Final. Absolute classic there. We'll run through some of the leading scorers very, very shortly. But I hope you're enjoying the coverage today. Live stream courtesy of Wonky, doing a great job with all our live streaming this year through the NBL 1 and for the Premier League Grand Finals. So I hope you're enjoying the vision. If you're in and around the place, make sure you come on down, Belconnen Basketball Stadium. Come and support your team. We've got a full day of action right here with grand finals all day. But I tell you what, it is that time of year. So much sport going on. It's great to see everything happening as the seasons come to an end for many, many sports. Tomorrow we've got the Junior Premier League Grand Finals all day, which will be an absolute cracker. So make sure if you aren't coming down, if you've got nothing on, you make sure you come down. Okay, leading scorers for the game thus far, with 9 points for the Vikings, Tegan Kettles, and with 5 is Sophie Anderson, doing a great job leading the Vikings in that regard. Meanwhile, for the Dodgers, number 1, Karen Hill, has 5 points, and several other players, including Belinda Turk, Elise Finney, and Emma Slater, with 2 points apiece. While we just wait for the teams to come back, Basketball ACT would like to thank some of the key sponsors this year. They've certainly made it happen right across the board in every facet of the competition, including Edge Real Estate, Williama Services, Pialigo Estate, Healthier Choices Canberra, as well as Spalding, Athlete, Club Lime, LMC Electrical Group, Elite Supplements Canberra, Winter Landscapes, Gold Leaf Tree Services, and many, many more. We'll certainly get through them all by the end of the day, I can tell you that much. But we're back into it. Second quarter here, and it is the Vikings in the lead, 21-12 over the minor premiers. There's Vikings with possession. Oh, some good passing there and a good finish for Caitlin Preston from the Vikings, just to increase that lead to 11. Some panic stations yet. The Dodgers have got plenty of experience. As Finney looks to get through, passes it, just misses out on that basket. The Dodgers come away with a bit of hustle there as Hill shoots from downtown, adds another 3. 23-15 is the score now. A bit more of that hustle by the Dodgers will no doubt see that lead erased fairly quickly. Vikings give it around the top. Silverberg, big shot. Good off the hands, but just a little bit wayward with the radar. It comes off the hands of Hayes. As the Dodgers look to keep working hard and erase another couple of points from that lead. Good drive there, no foul called. We're looking for the foul there, Belinda Turk. So Vikings come away with it. Anderson out to Silverberg, Silverberg to Kettles, Kettles around the top to Preston. Decides to drive in, hands off to Anderson again, drives hard on that left. Just a little bit too hard off the glass on that occasion. It's Ivis Duncan who comes away with the rebound. And Garino just slowing it down, setting the pace. Karen Hill on her right hand, just decides to drive in. As Duncan just draws the foul, unsuccessful with the shot, will go to the line for 2. Good shot there from Ives Duncan, opens her account. Unsuccessful with the second, almost comes away with the rebound there. Finney, a possession, goes the way of the Vikings. Anderson bringing it down court. Foul called there. The Vikings get to go to the line to try and open up the gap. 7 points at the moment. They can't rest on their laurels knowing that the Dodgers have been so strong throughout the year and tough opponents. Anderson misses the first. Gets the second one. As the Dodgers bring it back nice and quickly. Try and take advantage of a plump shot clock. As Finney bounces inside, uses Garino. Just unable to see it bounce off the glass. But again, that hustle on the offensive end. See the Dodgers come away with it, though they missed it on that occasion. Turk unable to see it hit the bottom of the basket. As the Vikings look inside to Cunningham outside to Anderson. Back outside to Kettles. Kettles just moving it back around to Anderson at the top of the key. Shoots. Unsuccessful. Turner has come away with the rebound after getting good position. The bounce going her way. As Finney decides to drive through. Tries to scoop it up. Does so from very deep. I think he got a finger on there. Vikings player. As Turner brings it down. Runs into a solid screen set there by Cunningham. Dumps off to Turner. Turner under the basket, just swamped there. Then we'll go to the line.
Come on, Vikings, let's go.
No good on that occasion with the deuce. As the Dodgers get an opportunity to try and just scrub a few more points off there slowly but surely. As Finney kicks it out to Toledo Ocampo, back inside to Ives Duncan, back to the top to Finney. Finney counting down, you can hear the crowd. There's only 2 seconds remaining and a foul called late. And that shot clock, 1 to go. So possession will be maintained by the Dodgers. Finney there. First points for a little while. And that's another 2. All of a sudden it's within 5 points now. The Vikings just stalled a little bit on the scoring front. With Kettles and Anderson out there. It could change very quickly as Anderson looks to drive. Kicks it back around to Kettles at the top. Uses the screen, finds Turner over on the wings, decides to shoot. A big shot off the glass, big 3. Michaela Turner. Gives them a little bit more breathing space. Back out to 9 points. A few more subs from both teams. Cunningham coming off. Hayes back on, Turner off, Anderson off for the Vikings, Preston on. Violet Marriott back in for the Dodgers. Both teams match up pretty well at the moment. There's Turk. Great pass. A great finish there. Down to Ives Duncan. Good cut on the baseline and off the glass. Draw within 7, 27-20 now the score. As Hayes looks to back it in over Ives Duncan. Gets her own rebound. Third opportunity, she grabs it. Kicks it out to Kettles. Kettles on the left hand. Kicks it over to the corner. Good shot from downtown. Does not drop. Bailey Preston. Oh, what a tightrope walking act over there by the Dodgers to maintain possession, keep the ball in bounds. Just over 5 minutes remaining in this half. Turk from downtown, just wayward on that three. And as the Vikings can come away with it through Preston. Hands off to Silverberg. Silverberg brings it down. Kicks around the top. They find Kettles. Kettles looking for some help with the screen. The double team doesn't help. Again, that three just bobbles around and drops. The Vikings come away with possession. Vikings downtown, another big three, almost drops. Radar was definitely on that occasion for Grace Silverberg. It's the Dodgers who come away with it, trail by 10, just over 4 minutes remaining in the half. Kick inside to Toledo, Ocampo back inside. But just deflected by the Vikings player. Bailey Preston 43, hands off to Kettles again. Kettles, great pass to Hayes. Looks to do the spin off the glass. Comes away with a foul and some more subs on the way for both teams. Cunningham back in. Kettles takes a seat. Anderson back in as well. For the team in grey, the south side of town. Misses with both opportunities there, but Cunningham able to regather, giving themselves another look and makes up for it. Torrey Haynes with the layup off the glass there. All of a sudden, 12 points is the lead, is the difference. Slater drives through on a good hesitation, spin move, good job. Good centre play there from the Dodgers big. Caitlin Preston decides to try and get in on the scoring action. Just unable to see it to the bottom of the bucket. It's the Dodgers. We get a chance to try and get it back within single figures. It doesn't help wayward pass. Preston decides to take off. Gets the foul call but doesn't get the basket, so we'll go to the line for two. And the second foul on the Dodgers, Elise Dwyer. Alice Dyer, sorry. This is the first one to come. Good job there from Preston. That's another point. Sudden 11 points is the task for the Dodgers. The Vikings doing a great job. Got their noses in front. An offensive foul called on the Dodgers. That's not going to help their cause at all. A bit more discipline. Show the skill and the poise that got them to the top of the minor premiership. Bit of work to do, but a good intercept there from Slater. Unable to get past the 2 or 3 defenders there. Commits a holding foul after losing the ball. So we'll see the Vikings go to the line, and Preston will take the free throws. That's another. And gets another. All of a sudden the task is starting to stretch a little bit. Vikings humming along quite nicely on the scoring front at the moment. Dodgers probably got a little bit of work to do. Get themselves back into the game. Pass to Dyer. Dyer shoots just off the front of the rim. Unable to get the rebound as Slater hits the deck. Jump ball. Possession goes with the Dodgers. It's a good commitment there from both Cunningham and Slater. Going after the ball, so they certainly want it. Toledo Ocampo just no good with that shot. It's Turner who comes away with it. Stolen though by Marriott. Marriott kicks around to Dyer. Dyer just waiting for Hill. Hill slows it down, taking on Anderson. Decides to cut through herself. Some good sportsmanship there. Don't know what happened there. Maybe a bump of hips or heads or such. Played in good spirits at the moment. He kicks around to the top, finds Dyer. Dyer decides to shoot. Wayward. Oh, and again, just called for a small foul there. Referees aren't missing much at the moment. Certainly making their calls known. And again, the Vikings will go to the line to try and add another 2. Just over 2 minutes remaining in this half. Get themselves a 13-point lead, and Turner will look to add to that. Gets the first one. And the second one as well. It's 15 points now is the lead to the Vikings. Slater to fake that shot. Oh, there's a nice 2-pointer there from Hill. Over in the corner. It's just inside the line. Kettles, who spent the Waratah League with the Queanbeyan Yowies and did good things with them this year. Certainly showing her experience at that level. Slater called for a foul there. Second foul for Slater. An opportunity for Turner to add another couple. Just under 90 seconds remaining. Certainly want to build on this. On this lead that they've got. This is on both occasions that time, Turner. Playing some good minutes and doing some good things. A great pass there. Foul called. Marriott will get to go to the line. Subs, a little bit of confusion of who's coming off and on for the Vikings at the moment. Marriott unsuccessful with that one. And a big high bouncer off the back of the ring on that occasion. Slater hit the deck trying to get it, but it is the Vikings who come away with it. Silverberg racing down, knowing the clock is on their side. It was Preston who took the shot, and Silverberg racing through for the rebound. Great job. Kicks around to Turner, inside pass. Great hands from Preston. Preston finishes. Impressive rebound. And the score and the layup. All of a sudden, that gap is starting to grow. 15 points now in favour of the Vikings. Just touch of the Vikings. Dodgers will get possession. Just under 45 seconds remaining in this one. Half time. The Vikings will be pretty happy going into the long break. And that one doesn't drop for the Dodgers. Oh, another offensive foul. Just a little bit of discipline at the moment for the Dodgers. Starting to get a little bit frustrated. They've had the wood on the Vikings all year. In foul trouble for quite a while. Preston adds another one. Oh, good rebound off the wayward shot there by Silverberg. She's doing a good job in there. Kicking out to Kettles. Kettles kicks it around to Silverberg again. Step that way. Just misses a little bit long and strong on that occasion, but the Vikings get it again. Turner shoots from downtown. Shot clock. Another 14 seconds. Got it off before then. I'll look to close this out. Much difference between the clock and the game clock, the shot clock and the game clock. Silverberg makes some space. Again. That's it. It's halftime here at the Belconnen Basketball Stadium in the P2 Women's Grand Final, and it is the Tuggeranong Vikings leading the Western Creek Woden Dodgers 40-24 in this big one. Well, what we're going to do is take a quick break while we get all our stats there. We'll come back with our stats leaders and tell you where we are placed. We hope you're enjoying it here on this big Saturday with all of our Premier League Grand Finals played today. And tomorrow our Junior Premier League Grand Finals, so make sure you stick around for all of those. Well, back to the action here at the Belconnen Basketball Stadium for the second half of the Premier 2 Women's Grand Final between the Tuggeranong Vikings and the Western Creek Woden Dodgers. And it is the Vikings who lead by 16 of 40-24 over the minor premiers, the Dodgers. Leading scorers for the game with 12 points, Tegan Kettles is leading scorer for the game and for the Tuggeranong Vikings, ably helped out by Caitlin Preston with 10 and Michaela Turner with 7. Meanwhile, for the Dodgers, Karen Hill is leading the scoring for them with 10 points, and she's getting some help on the inside by young bigs Elise Finney and Emma Slater with 4 points apiece. Dodgers got a little bit of work to do. A couple of shots really didn't fall their way, just a little bit wayward on the target front. And the Vikings, this have certainly come to play, looking to etch their name on the trophy this year after missing out a couple of times in a row. And they'll be looking to shore up that lead, hold the Dodgers at bay, and even grow that over this third quarter. The Dodgers win minor premiers for nothing. And they'll be looking to lift this quarter themselves. With more and more people coming in and more of the Dodgers faithful, they'll want to make sure they put on a good show. A couple of wayward passes sets the tone early for both teams as the Vikings looking to capitalise with Turner. Splices through two defenders there and gets the layup. Good job. Keep that scoreboard ticking over. All the team from the deep south. Ives Duncan there inside to Slater. Slater looking to take on. Turner steps through back to Ives Duncan. Shoots. Just a little bit too big on that occasion. The Vikings would come away with through Preston. Just gets caught up. The body push there. Maybe a little body check. Elise Finney. Her first foul for the game. Anderson again. Plenty of energy in the tank there, plenty of speed showing throughout the first half. Smart play by the Vikings. Ball ends up in the hands of Kettles again. Pretty safe. Attention there by Turk. Didn't help. Sails over the baseline. It's the Dodgers who come away with it. Ives Duncan looking again inside. Slater decides to use Finney. Finney just a wayward pass. Good recovery there from Turk. Steps through. It's a foul called. Across the arms, 2 shots to come for the Dodgers. First one successful for Belinda Turk. The leading scorers will need to pick up her scoring rate. In the second half, it's the second one, up to 4 points now for Turk. Vikings come away with it. Bailey Preston, down to Anderson. Anderson back to Kettles. Kettles off to Preston. Off to Preston. Caitlin Preston this time shoots, and just wayward and short on that occasion. The Dodgers really need to capitalise on those missed shots. Start to bring that deficit down. Ives Duncan just looking for some help. Looping pass over the head of Preston. Slater. Slater kicks it out though. Oh, just the tail of the tape for the Dodgers at the moment. This doesn't fall, but they do retain possession with that jump ball call. Inbound pass by the Dodgers. It's Ellis Dyer out there, just missed on that occasion. 2 points drops for Ives Duncan and gets the and one. Again, quick subs by the Vikings. Torrey Hayes and Cunningham back into the action. Turner and Preston off. Looping shot there, unsuccessful. Slater, good job of the rebound. Puts it back up. Doesn't drop for her, but it is the Dodgers who come away with it. Turk just holding the ball up. Kicks around to Slater. Slater looking to get Cunningham on the back foot. Decides against it. Hands it back to Turk. Almost rolls off, but again just plucked out of the hands of Kettles. Back to Slater. Hard drive again. Just doesn't fall for the Dodgers. Going their way at the moment. Another foul against Elise Finney, her second. Almost the same as the first one just a few minutes ago. Oh, Preston just unsuccessful with that. Good pass again by Kettles, really pulling the strings for the Vikings at the moment. There's Turk looking to get some help and some cuts through the middle. Finney obliges. A good job from Preston just to deny the pass to Dyer. Dodgers inbound. Good coverage, defensive coverage. Anderson on Finney. Kicks around Ives Duncan. Looking for some help. Looking for something. Nobody moving in the right direction there. Turnover. The Vikings again will look to add to their lead. 14 points now is the difference, 42-28. They haven't scored too many since the opening minute or so. Vinso saying the Dodgers haven't had many fall their way either. Anderson kicks around to Kettles. Kettles again. Using that screen set by Cunningham to perfection. She drains a big three-pointer. 2-pointer. My correction. Thought she was well behind that line. But Duncan just trying to make some room. Again, just a pass a little bit wayward. A little bit too strong on that occasion from Finney. Subs made, both teams. There's Guarino and Toledo Ocampo back into the action for the Dodgers. Grace Silverberg in 51 for the Vikings. The top of the key to Cunningham. Cunningham off to Silverberg. Silverberg just standing and waiting. He's back around to the top. Great inside pass to Anderson. Just unable to finish. Good rebounding there from Torrey Hayes. This Duncan though comes away with it for the Dodgers. It's Turk who brings it down. Gives up the foul. The sub made. Marriott in. Privis Duncan and Turner coming in for Torrey Hayes. Just over 5.5 remaining in the third quarter. Inside jump to Slater. Slater looking to take Cunningham on. Easily up to the task, and Silverberg comes away with it for the Vikings. Pushing it down, looking to get Toledo Ocampo on her back foot. Uses the screen somewhat. Hands off to Anderson. Anderson shoots just short. Toledo Ocampo comes away with the rebound for the Dodgers, looking to settle it down. Good pass, Anderson. Hands off to Guarino. Guarino drives through, kicks it back out. Toledo Ocampo shot. Good 2-pointer there. The scoreboard is ticking in the right direction now for the Dodgers. The deficit is still 14. They trail 30-44. Just under 5 minutes remaining in this quarter. Good bounce pass inside to Cunningham, back outside to Silverberg. Silverberg shoots just off the up and over the ring. The Dodgers come away with it. They'll be looking to grab a couple more points here. Give themselves a shot to the final quarter. They'll hustle a little bit harder. Turk trying to find some space, but the travel found. One step too many. Vikings get possession again. Really quick substitutions for both teams early in this quarter. Bailey Preston back in the action in 43. Caitlin Preston in 7 back as well. Turner hustling hard, just unable to get it in time. Both teams just going through the motions at the moment. They've really hit the go button. It's Hill inside to Slater. Slater back outside to Hill. Shoots from outside the arc. Good off the hands, and Guarino just a nice follow through to get the rebound and the put back for a 2-point layup. 12 points. Here's the difference with a great pass from Turner. Finds Preston for the 2. Back to 14. Seems that every time the Dodgers try and get on a little roll, the Vikings have got enough. 2-pointer there for Hill. Really starting to crank her scoring up. And again, it's back to 12. Anderson back to the middle. Back to Silverberg. Silverberg just waiting to see what's happening. He's around to Preston. Preston inside to Preston. Back out to Preston. Silverberg takes off. And draws the foul. Karen Hill with her second there. Silverberg unsuccessful with the first. And the second. Slater comes away with the rebound for the Dodgers. Back around to Hill, back around to Guarino, inside to Slater, opens up for her. And across the hands there by Turner. Her third foul. in some good minutes and doing a good job defensively. Some of the bigger opponents. She'll take a seat, so will Anderson. There's Kettles and Cunningham back in the action. And Slater just misses that one. Gets that one, subbed off. Candace Ivers Duncan back into the action.
Timeout call from the Vikings.
And a timeout, probably the first timeout for the game. It's been pretty free flowing throughout the first, 3 quarters. 3 minutes remaining in this third quarter. All of a sudden 11 points, only a couple off, and the Dodgers will be back within single figures. Had the better scoring opportunities in this third quarter. Certainly need to remain in touch. Real danger of blowing out. They're doing a job of getting some key players in the defensive and the Vikings lineup into a bit of trouble there, foul trouble. We'll see how that plays out over the remainder of the game. And again, a good crowd here for our Prem League Grand Final weekend. Coming up at 3 p.m, it is the Prem 2 Men's Grand Final between Tuggeranong Vikings and Norths. Then at 5 p.m, it is the Dodgers up against the Ginninderra Rats in the Prem 1 Women's. And then at 7 p.m, it is the Tuggeranong Vikings up against the Dodgers in Prem 1 Men. Make sure you stick around for that one or join us for those games if you've got things to do. I tell you what, there are some star talent, plenty of players in both those P1 games involved with the Canberra Nationals, the Canberra Nationals Academy, as well as the Canberra Gunners and Gunners Academy going head to head a little later on. It's the Vikings in possession, lead by 11. Just under 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Good drive by Preston, hands off to Preston, and a good shot from the elbow, adds another 2, back to 13. As I was saying, every time the Dodgers seem to go on a bit of a run, the Vikings hit back with a couple of key points and baskets. As Marriott kicks it inside to Ivers Duncan. Duncan shoots just a bit wayward, looked okay off their hands. Good scrapping play. Jump ball called. Called a little bit early as the Vikings come out with it. The Vikings do retain possession. Good job to all of our floor wipers here as well. Plenty of Dodgers fans here. As we said, 3 teams in the grand finals today. Kettle shoots just short. Ivers Duncan took a fall there, but is okay. Back into the action. This Hill looks to use Toledo Ocampo. Plenty of motion there. Guarino at the top. Stacked to the left there. On the opposite side to Marriott. Marriott back to Hill. Hill looking to take Kettles on. Up to the task. Inside pass to Guarino. Shoots. Another 2 points. Plenty of points close to the basket there. Kylie Guarino. Silverberg back to Kettles. Kettles just waiting for some movement there. Inside to Silverberg, does a good job. Through traffic, tries to get that shot off. Breaks a foul on the way through. Violet Marriott. That'll be her 3rd foul for the game. Again, a couple more subs made. Kayla Turner back into the action for the Vikings in 70. Great job from Gracie Silverberg. And another as well. Up to 13 points, a minute and a half remaining. Silverberg subbed out, Anderson back in. Dodgers again, back to where they started almost. Garino hands off to Hill. Hill uses the screen set by Ivers Duncan. Off low to Garino, but a little hand there. Preston sees the Dodgers get possession on the sideline. Good job to lead Ocampo. Threatened to shoot. A little bit of a height advantage over Turner. Comes to naught. And another little scrappy little foul there. Oh, the Dodgers wouldn't have their coach, Parker, happy. And again, at crucial times as well when they are at the chance of going to the line. The 15 foul, so Cunningham will get an opportunity to add another 2. Oh, a bit wayward there, a little bit short, a little bit off. They have a smile about it. And off the back of the ring, unsuccessful trip to the line for Lily. Kylie Garino looks to head in, and a great 1-2 there with Toledo Ocampo. Wins another 2 points. Brings it back to within 11 as we go into the final minute of this quarter. Oh, it did well there, Turner, to keep it in bounds. Good hands, good collection, but denied by the Dodgers. Preston called on the foul there. And first foul, good to go to the line. Missed out there, Garino. The second attempt, no good. Ivers Duncan almost come away with a rebound, but it's Anderson again off to the races using that speed. Kicks it over to Kettles on the wing, in the corner. Turner on the wing, great pass inside to Preston. Preston decides to back into Garino. And again, great move. Left-hand side off the glass, 25 seconds remaining. 13 points the difference in favour of the Vikings. Starting to believe now. Vikings faithful. Shot clock and game clock both on 16. Dodgers will be looking to score. Themselves every opportunity in the final quarter. Garino trying to get past that grey wall. Coughs the ball up. Trying to Ocampo inside Ivers Duncan. Duncan a little bit short. And will shepherd it out by Anderson. For the Vikings to maintain possession. 1 second remaining as Preston drives down court. Shoots way short. It's three-quarter time here at the Belconnen Basketball Stadium. And it is the Tuggeranong Vikings in charge with a 13-point lead, 52-39 over the minor premiers. The Western Creek Woden Dodgers. Absolute cracker of a game at the moment. Led from early in the first quarter and have just built that buffer. And just done enough to maintain it. The Vikings find themselves in a very good position heading into the final quarter of this Prem 2 Women's Grand Final. To maintain it and erase a couple of years of heartbreak. Last couple of years they've been in the grand final, just unable to crack through for the win. And as we said, they're starting to dream here. The Vikings faithful. A good start to the day. Plenty of Vikings teams up a little bit later. Another one with 3 teams involved in the big dance today. Just go through our leading scorers while we're at a break. And for the Tuggeranong Vikings, Caitlin Preston started to amass a decent game. And we saw her there with a great move under the basket. She's on 16 points with 5 rebounds. Tegan Kettles, 14 points as well, certainly leading the way. And Michaela Turner doing a great job, as I said, defending some much bigger opponents there, but really showing a grit and determination. They're able to hit a couple of points from outside as well. She has 9 points. Meanwhile, for the Dodgers, well, it's Karen Hill leading the way with 12 points. But again, a lot of players on 5 and 4. Certainly need a little bit more scoring output for the Dodgers for them to try and erase this 13-point lead with only 10 minutes remaining. They certainly need somebody else to step up and help out. Karen Hill, certainly capable, as we've mentioned before. Certainly minor premiers for a reason. And here we go, about to get underway for the final quarter, the fourth quarter here in the Premier 2 Women's Grand Final here at Belconnen Basketball Stadium. And it's the Dodgers in possession. They need to score, and they need to score quickly. Get it to within a manageable distance, striking distance. Kick it out to Hill, their leading scorer, back to Garina. Garina decides to shoot, just short on that occasion off the rim. Scrapping hard, able to come away with the rebound after a bit of a scrum on the ground almost. Garina, great pass inside to Toledo Ocampo, and finishes it with the under basket layup. Well done. Back to within 11. Get on the run quickly and get a few stops. All of a sudden, the Dodgers will be back in this in a big way. Who's playing here, Tegan Kettles? I'm sure she will have plenty to say about it. She looks to set from long way downtown, just off on that occasion. Certainly had the distance. Hill brings it down. Turk back in the action for the Dodgers. And to Garino. Garino back to Hill inside. Toledo Ocampo, good spin move off the glass and gets the and one. So the basket counts. You get a chance to get a little bit closer. Something's within 9. Gets this, all of a sudden it's 8 points the difference. And it does, and that was way off. Even Penny there had to have a laugh. Look at the bench. The Vikings now in possession will look to try and get that lead back into double figures. Misses on that occasion as the Dodgers who take off. Garino looking to get them on the back foot. Just has the pockets picked there by Gracie Silverberg. She decides to run straight through them. Just doesn't get the basket to fall. Great layup. Almost textbook, but Anderson. Rebound just falls short on that shot. A little bit too much attention there by the Vikings defenders. The Dodgers get the foul. Making sure a few subs made. The Dodgers, Ellis Dyer back on. She's with the ball now in 15. Get some help. Toledo Ocampo decides to drive through and adds another 2. Strong layup. It's what they've been missing a little bit, the Dodgers, that direct path to the basket. And all of a sudden we're back. 7 points. A good block there. Toledo Ocampo, she's come out this fourth quarter ready to play. Subs made. Preston for Preston for the Vikings. So before Caitlin Preston were leading the scoring at the 3-quarter break. She needs to be back in and get the ball in her hands. They kick around to Kettles. Kettles around to Silverberg. Silverberg to Anderson. Anderson on the left hand, almost opened up for her. Kicks it back out to Silverberg. Over to Kettles. Kettles shoots. Just short, rings out. And the Dodgers come away with another opportunity to erase a bit more off the deficit. Inside to Turk. It's caught. Silverberg called for the foul. Her 4th foul. And to manage that, the Vikings. Key player, just doing a good job inside Grace Silverberg today. Brings Turner on though. Plenty of experience. Shot from outside. Almost comes off. For Turk. And it is Kettles who comes away with it. Great pass to Turner. Turner open for a little bit. Decides to get a little bit closer. Very good. Just off the fingertips of Hayes there. So the Dodgers get the ball back. You can hear the Dodgers crowd starting to make their voices heard. Willing their team over the line. Julito Acampo inside. Ivers Duncan. Ivers Duncan trying to make some space. Does so. Doesn't fall. Gets her own rebound. Doesn't fall again. And Anderson trying to keep that ball in play. Puts a toe, even a toenail over the line. It's the Dodgers. They get possession. Slater comes in for Candace Ivers Duncan. Inbound pass by the Dodgers. Ball in the hands of Turk. Good defensive effort by the Vikings to deny her any progress. Into the key. Dyer drives. Shoots off the backboard. The side of the backboard. And again, opportunity lost there for the Dodgers to draw within a handful of points. Vikings desperately need a point here just to give themselves some breathing room. It is 7 points the difference with 6.5 remaining in the game. As we've seen, dried up a little bit. And again, the Dodgers come away with it. Just unable to convert. A little bit of nerves now by the Vikings. Inside to Slater. Slater on Hayes. The spin move, wayward shot there. Julito Acampo, good job getting the rebound. And Karen Hill, a big three from outside. All of a sudden, it is 4 points the difference here at the Belconnen Basketball Stadium. The Vikings lead 52-48. Coming home strong at the moment. The Dodgers starting to show why they were crowned minor premiers this year. Long way to go though. 6 minutes in any game. Anything can happen. I'm starting to believe a little bit. Come alive in this final quarter. As mentioned, we've got a full day of grand finals here at the Belconnen Basketball Stadium for 2022. Prem 2 men coming up at 3 p.m, which will be an absolute cracker between Tuggeranong Vikings and Norths. And then at 5 p.m, it is the P1 women's between the Dodgers and the Rats. Been grand finalists, both teams for the last few years, and certainly are, well, long-time rivals on the court. Both teams stacked with young guns in the Canberra Nationals and Canberra Nationals Academy program, and a heap of young rep stars on both teams. So it's going to be an absolute corker to call that one at 3 p.m. And then at 5 p.m. And then at 7 p.m. it is the Prem 1 men grand final between the Tuggeranong Vikings and the Dodgers, which will be an absolute beauty. We're going to get through a couple more games before then, including this one, as the Vikings gain possession. Trail by 1. Recalculation of scores there. They do trail by, they lead by 1, the Vikings. Great rebound from Torrey Hayes there in the putback. No. Recalculation. The bench got themselves a little bit eager. But it is back to 6 points. 54-48. Just labelled on that shot. The Dodgers. Julito Acampo. The Vikings get a chance to add a couple more. There's only 6 points. All of a sudden, both teams really need to start to think about their fouls and their shot selection, making them count. Inside pass to Hayes. Plenty of attention by the Dodgers defense. You can see they've started to ramp it up a little bit. Unfortunately, give a foul away. 2 shots to the line. Slater with the foul. Her third for the game. Hayes does a good job just icing that one from the free throw. Up to 7 points now. He's doing enough to keep the Dodgers at bay at the moment. Wayward on that occasion. Slater with a good rebound. The Dodgers certainly needed that. They capitalise on the flat feet of the Dodgers, brings it right back down to the opposition's key and hands off. The Dyer to Garino out to Hill across to Toledo Ocampo. Just waiting for a bit of movement. Inside to Dyer, looks to back it in, makes some space for herself, hands it to Slater. Slater shoots. No good on that occasion. And the Vikings just walk it down slowly, knowing they've got the ascendancy at the moment. A big shot from Anderson just doesn't fall. Hayes comes away with the loose ball and the Vikings get another look at it. Preston kicks around to Turner to Anderson, puts it on the right hand. Great over the head pass to Preston and a great finish by Caitlin Preston. Wayward there from Dyer over in the corner for the Dodgers. Again, the Vikings playing into their hands. They can sense the desperation. Just under 4 minutes remaining in this one. I know if they can get some good scores and some good stops, 2022 championship could be theirs. Great pass inside from Anderson. Hayes unable to finish though. And the Dodgers get another chance to try and erase a few more points from that deficit and set it up for a barnstorming finish. Now Wayward again. These long shots aren't dropping. Need to look inside again, but again the Vikings able to cut it off and get the ball to where they want it. Pass across court from Kettles to Anderson. Anderson shoots. The ball goes out. Dodgers possession, a couple of subs on the way. Two subs there. Many players blowing hard. There hasn't been any game today. The Dodgers trail by 9, just under 3 minutes remaining. Dodgers again, Garino in the take on Anderson. Tries to shoot over. No good. Straight into the hands of the defender. And then commits a foul. Dodgers call for a timeout. Only a couple in it. In the game. Potentially could have been a bit more judicious and a bit more used a bit more. But it is 9 points in favour of the Tuggeranong Vikings, 57-48, 2.5 minutes remaining in this one to set up a huge day of Grand Finals, Basketball ACT's Premier League Grand Finals. Davey J in the commentary booth on behalf of Basketball ACT getting you through this one. The Dodgers got a little bit of work to do, 2.5, but a couple of big threes all of a sudden will change it. They've certainly got the shooters out there. Hill and Turk and Garino. And equally matched on the court by the Vikings. At the moment, match up pretty well. And they do have possession to start us off. Anderson comes down, going to make some space. Cunningham trying to set the screen for it, doesn't need it in the end. Hands around to Kettles, Kettles to Turner. Turner looking to drive through the middle, hands off to Cunningham. Good job to catch the ball straight into the hands of Finney. Denied Turner the shot there. That's what the Dodgers need, but they also need to score as well. Hands out to Turk. Turk looks good off the hands, just rolls around the back of the ring and then out. And Candice Ivers-Duncan just called for the foul. It's across the hands. Haven't missed much today. The referee's doing a great job. Turner takes a seat. Silverberg back in the action. There's Silverberg driving through, kicks it out to Anderson. Anderson back to the top to Kettles. Kettles decides to shoot from downtown and drains that big three. Will that be the nail in the coffin? 12 points the difference, a minute 44. Plenty of pundits will think so. What they needed at the right time by the veteran. Finney just unable to collect that. Kettles on the way, hands off to Preston. Preston with another two. All of a sudden, it's all rolling the way of the Vikings. Good basket there for Hill. Maybe a couple more for the Dodgers. 12 points, a minute 14 remaining. Anderson through the gap. I'm going to pass it to in the end. He sees the ball sail over the baseline. Dodgers got a minute and a bit. 12 points. It's probably a bridge too far. A big three attempt from downtown by Turk. And a foul as well. Sees the Vikings get possession. And we're looking to ease it out. Just under a minute remaining. Be a famous victory for the Vikings after a couple of years being denied in a big one. The second place Vikings have done the job all game. Just taking a little time out there. Candice Ivers-Duncan. A little slow to her feet. Hopefully she's okay. Yeah, subs being made. Appreciative crowd. Just dropped a little knock on the floor. Very ginger at the moment. Hopefully she's okay. There's Silverberg at the line trying to add another couple. Unsuccessful with the first. And the second. The Dodgers come away with it, but great hustle once again. Mostly Silverberg's been doing a great job rebounding for the Vikings as Kettle shoots just off the face of the ring there. And again, the Vikings girls are hustling hard, knowing that they are going to get this championship. Open the day with a victory. Much deserved. Great pass there to Preston. The foul called on Turk. 34 seconds remaining. And Preston will go to the line. This is the first. Gets that one, 13 points. Shot from downtown by Hill. Cunningham cleans it up, waits for some help. Plenty of options there. Hands off to Kettles, brings it down over halfway. 20 seconds remaining in this one. The Vikings will look to just count it out. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Good work by Preston. Just looks for help, finds Anderson over on the wing. Decides to add another three with 5 seconds remaining. And that's all she wrote in the Premier 2 Women's Grand Final. For 2022, victors are the Tuggeranong Vikings 66 over the Dodgers at 50. Awesome job there by both teams to do that. We'll run through some of the leading scorers for you in a moment. And wrap it all up here on what has been a pretty good win for the team, who have been denied over the last couple of years. But we'll be back. We're going to make our presentations here. We're just waiting for the final scores. We'll run through the leading scorers. But congratulations to the Tuggeranong Vikings, as we said. Denied the last couple of years in their corresponding match. Been on the wrong side, runners up. I'll tell you what, there's a few happy faces of players who've been involved with that team pretty much that whole time, and they finally cracked through for that win. So an exceptional job there. Didn't take too long for them to get in front, and then they just built and built and built. And the Dodgers, unfortunately, just didn't have the answers today. Even though they had the wood over the team from the Deep South this year. The one that mattered was the Vikings, who came away with it. Heading down to the presentation area. As mentioned, don't forget, we've got a big day of action here. We've got at 3 p.m. the Prem 2 men's, which isn't too far away. At 5 p.m. Prem 1 women. And then later on we have the big one.
Women's 2 grand final, where we have the Vikings taking on the Western Creek Dodgers. Now, firstly, I would like to acknowledge that if the floor wipers could come up and collect a little gift for helping with the day, we'll give a big round of applause to the floor wipers.
Acknowledging the floor wipers down there, did a great job. Junior members from the Dodgers Club. A round of applause there for a great job. They don't have a lot to do.
And with basketball, or any sport, realistically, we need referees. So if I could invite Rosie and Ryan, if we could give a big round of applause to the referees today.
The referees did a good job as well. Well done to Rosie and Ryan. Rosie Mechanic and Ryan Blundell doing a great job.
Unfortunately, with a grand final where there is a winner and a loser, if we could give a big round of applause to our runners-up, the Western Creek Dodgers, if you can come up and give them a
The Dodgers there, runners-up. Good job, but plenty to work with. Again, plenty of support from their P1 team. Great memories as a receive a little something.
All right, and for our winners for today for the Premier 2 Women's Champions, Vikings. You guys can come up and collect your t-shirts.
The championship t-shirts for the Vikings, no doubt we'll be seeing that around the courts for a good 12 months to come. Well done and well deserved. Award the captain with the trophy shortly.
We'll give one more big round of applause for Vikings.
Again, Vikings well deserved. A couple of years in the making.
Could I also please get the captain from Vikings just to come and collect the shield? Captain from the Vikings.
Caitlin Preston there collecting the trophy for the champions. And the final award today is the grand final MVP.
All right, and just lastly, we would like to give a big round of applause to our MVP for the game. And that goes to number 7 from the Vikings, Caitlin Preston.
Caitlin Preston again, it's a great job. Gets to collect another award for captain. She did have a great game with 18 points and 5 rebounds in total. So well deserved. Grand final MVP and a well-deserved championship to the Vikings. Sets us up nicely for the rest of the day. Just quickly, while we are doing that, before we have a quick break.
One more big round of applause for those
Leading scorers for the Vikings, 18 points to Caitlin Preston, 17 to Tegan Kettles, and Michaela Turner, big game with 9 points. For the Dodgers, Karen Hill led the way with 17 points, and she was helped out in double figures by Penny Toledo Ocampo with 10. So congratulations once again to the Tuggeranong Vikings, Premier 2 Women's Grand Final winners in 2022. Commiserations to the Dodgers, but I tell you what, make sure you stick around and come on back. We've got a huge day planned today, including at 3 o'clock. It is the P2 Men's Grand Final. Tuggeranong Vikings up against North. So we'll see you back here at Belconnen Basketball Stadium very soon for that one.